Left in no doubt, were we not, on that now infamous dubbed Windsor Walk, just exactly where the relationship was with the ex-royals, cable TV actress Meghan Markle, and of course the former royal known as Prince Harry, who seemingly now likes to simply be known as Hazza. That walk was excruciatingly embarrassing as we were all standing there slightly stunned at the time, but then you could see the, shall we say, how shall we put it nicely, unfriendliness between all. While they may have tried to look united, obviously you could sense that both ladies never wanted to make eye contact with each other, and Meghan, of course, clutching Harry like some kind of life raft, pretending to be all vulnerable and very, very difficult and emotional for her. Let's not forget, of course, she claims to be an actress. But now, if one wonders exactly the Frogmore fallout, what's the true story behind that? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Let's have a wave today. Yes, you see, doing all right now, aren't we? We're getting better, I can see. Yes. Welcome, one and all brand new subscribers. Lovely to have your company. Whatever you're doing, as I often say here on the show, do look after yourselves, do be kind to each other, and thank you for all your lovely comments. It really is nice to receive those comments. I know, daft story about ABBA. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Not allowed to wear disco wigs. I just think they should just plough on. And if anybody tries to boot them out, demand your refund. That's exactly, what are they going to do? You've paid an extortionate amount for a ticket. Why should you be dictated to like that? You're with me, aren't you? Absolutely. It's an SOS. You like that? Anyway, back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. The simple fact is, with Frogmore Cottage, it's now become possibly the most famous cottage in the world. Nothing like a cottage like you and me think about, of course. Hardly tiny, very luxurious inside and very spacious, despite what Meghan Markle claimed alongside Prince Harry struggling to furnish it with her credit card. Almost brought a tear to a glass eye. I thought amazing when you think about it. Now, what's also interesting here is, as we know, both William and Catherine moved into Adelaide Cottage on the Windsor estate some time back now. The reason behind this, as we told you at the time, exclusively and first here on the show, was simply that William and Catherine could be closer, particularly Catherine, to our late and beautiful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, who obviously was struggling with a lot of ill health. Now, the bottom line was this, you see, at that point, they thought, well, this is how it's going to be set up. No one knew exactly just how ill our late and wonderful monarch was, truly. Everybody speculated, but nobody truly knew. But now, according to a very good source, the reason why the king decided to make sure that Frogmore was, shall we say, free, was simply this. He wanted to clean up of the Windsor estate. And what he would really like now is for Catherine and William to move into the main base of Windsor Castle, perhaps taking some of the rooms that were enjoyed by our late and beautiful monarch. As one can imagine, they are the next in line. And you see, Charles much prefers his own homes in London of Clarence House and Highgrove, his real favourite royal home. Not saying he doesn't like Windsor, but he doesn't necessarily see it as a full-time base. And as you know, Buckingham Palace is undergoing much renovation right now and possibly won't be fully ready for around about 8 to 9 years. Interesting story that, as we told you. But the bottom line is this, that William and Catherine are very keen on the idea of moving into Windsor. But as you can also imagine, William has no desire to have a flare-up each time they were on the Windsor estate, perhaps bumping into, that's right, Harry and Meghan. And this was put forward, allegedly, to King Charles III. He obviously complied and wants to make sure that the future king himself, King William as he would be known, would be very much accommodated and happy moving forward. And that truly is the reason why Harry and Meghan were very politely asked, if you're not making this a regular and more permanent home, then perhaps you could vacate it. They've been offered, obviously, accommodation with notice out at Buckingham Palace as and when required. Makes perfect sense to me. Does it to you? As ever, let me know what you think about this story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.